right, we're gonna see what we can accomplish here. So we were supposed to go live today with some stuff, and now we're doing this. We're doing some Xbox surgery. I don't know if we're gonna learn anything out of this, but here we go. So we were supposed to do some Battlefield 2 Modern Combat stuff today, and I haven't turned my Xbox on since moved into my new place, and it was running just fine prior to that. But it's sitting in a box for probably like 2 months. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. No music, no HUD, no nothing. We're just gonna do some surgery. So we're gonna see what happens. Here's Mrs. Swag. Hi, Mrs. Swag. I'm live streaming the surgery.
Oh.
Just in case anything exciting happens, obviously.
So hot.
It's very hot in here. It's very warm. That's all right. Sound mitigation. Yes. Oh, you want to do that? A no swap challenge? I like that. A no swap surgery. Oh my gosh. Man, I was so bummed about doing some Battlefield 2 today, so I'm really hoping that we can actually find something wrong. But I mean, I don't know exactly what we're supposed to find here. You know, I mean, we're gonna see if we can get anything. Okay, so that's the bottom ones. Let's see if we can remember what's next here. It's been a while since I've opened her up. Sorry, it's probably gonna be really loud. Got to get under there. Oh, I should have looked up. All right, who on the fly? Average user. What's the next step? It's been a couple of years. I'm gonna open up my toolbox. This is gonna get weird, you guys. Headphone users, heads up. It's about to get loud. Sorry. All right, so here's the setup. We've got the tools, we've got the Xbox, and we've got our lunch, as always. And honestly, I can't remember the next step. I've got the screws out. And this is our first IRL stream, so leave your feedback. Oh, crap. Happy Sunday to our European friends. Good evening. Good nacht. All right, so is it separating from here? I can't remember the next step. I've got the screws out. I know the hood needs to come off. And I'm pretty sure that this whole shell on the top is one whole piece. That needs to separate out. But I feel like I'm missing a pin. Oh, underneath here, right? There's more underneath the padding. Is there more screws here? I think there is. I'm like pretty sure there is. Yes! Aha! I have you now. So we gotta do these four. I don't know what I want to find. Like, I would rather find something. Yeah, the clock capacitor. This is the series that does not have the clock capacitor. I watched a video from JMM Review a couple of years back when he was, letting us know basically, everyone in the speedrun community and also just everyone running this game on the original Xbox, like to check the clock capacitor. And there is a couple of versions of the Xbox that don't have that. And this is one of those versions. And I believe it's actually like the latest of them all. So like whatever was the last series of the original Xbox, I'm pretty sure that's what this one is. So that's what we're hoping to find. Like, I don't know what I'm hoping to find, but something that would be indicative of like, I don't know, a component loose or just something unplugged, but I don't want to find damage. But if we find damage, then, well, I mean, we know what's wrong. I definitely checked the cable. Cable is good. So, okay, one more pin here. I know you're right. It's always when you don't want it to happen, right? But no one plans to have surgery. Had an emergency appendicitis 6 months ago. Didn't plan on that. That was interesting. Most pain I've ever been in my life. And there we go. All right. So that's 6 pins. I believe that's everything. So now we should be able to pry. Oh yeah, I already feel it coming off. That's that shell. Now I need to be able to remove. Okay, so power's down here. So now I believe there's a couple more screws I got to pull out. So that's the main pin. Let's get some light. All right. Here's where we are. And we've got to pull this section off. I believe those guys right down in there. Let's see if I can. What would be nice is if I could get these pins along my pegboard here so we can actually look. Maybe I can. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, science! There we go. I shall come to you. Beautiful. There it is. All right. Now we're in business. I can't see the comments, though. But I've got light, and I've got camera on the Xbox. Okay. So next step is removing the ROM drive, I believe. And I see 2 very small hexes down in there, which I can just barely reach. Perfect. Is it really only just 2 hexes for the whole drive? Oh. Can it reach? Can it reach? Oh, gracious. Hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday. I don't know if this is going to reach. Oh. I mean, the tolerance between where the end of this guy is exactly the length of the depth that I need to get in there. And I don't think I've got anything I can use to extend. How did I do this before? Got to pull the light here. Let's see. Yeah, that's convenient. Can I get it? Yes, ma'am. It's going. I don't. We're gonna find out. I'm having an issue pulling these hexes up that are like way down in there.
Pull the what?
The pegs. This peg down in there that like the exact length of this guy is the exact depth that I need to get down in there to access it. So I don't know. There's no way to extend that. I might be able to just. Oh. Why would you do this? Why would you do this to me? It's literally like a millimeter from accessing the receiving end of that.
You need an Allen wrench?
I do. Specifically this size. Yeah. It's not attached to this guy. I don't think I've got a tool that'll work for it. I've done this before, but not. I mean, I could try a star. That's pretty tiny. Let's see. Dude, that's so tiny. Ay, guys. Let's see. What a day. Let's try this. Let's try this. Are we losing our light power? I need maximum lumens. All right. I think this is going to work. I just need one that's maybe a little bit bigger. Yes. All right. That's a good sign. So let's get it's a smidge bigger. Hopefully it's not too big. I think I need new batteries in my light. We're starting to lose it. Oh, come on. One's too big, one's too small. You gotta be kidding me! Oh, that's brutal. Wow. So then what's the step here if we can't take out the ROM drive? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. So let's hit this guy. That I know we can pull. So then there is this one holding them in there. Pull this whole unit up. Okay, so that unpegs that. Oh! Caution. Okay, so that's power. Looking at power right now. Let's loosen up that pairing. All right, that's actually what we wanted to access. Okay. So, looking around, I'm not seeing anything that looks out of the ordinary. Let's get you in here. So here's power. Right in here. Nothing looks damaged. It's a lot of insulation. No leaking capacitors. Nothing knocked loose. I've got some corrosion over there. That is a leaky capacitor right in there, actually. That is what that is. 0507. Trying to remember if the capacitor is numbered on the capacitor is numbered on the board, right? Not the capacitor itself. So C1G7 is what that looks like. Someone look up the clock capacitor really quickly. I've never done this before, this mobile thingy here. Average user, could you, if you're still here, could you look up the clock capacitor? I don't think, if it is possible that this has a clock capacitor, it's just in a different location than the other series. But I did look up what it was in the past, and now I can't remember. Let's see. You can let me come up. No. All right. But that is what it's looking like is the issue, because I did not have that prior. And I can't quite make out what that one is. I think it says C1G7. Yeah, C1 or yeah. So capacitor, I believe it's, or I guess that'd be 1G7. Capacitor 1G7, I think, is the problem. Definitely got some corrosion on the board from there. that I believe is the problem. And I really don't have much of the tools to fix that on the spot. So it's actually kind of just like confirming the bad news. I wonder if I can I do this? Can I? That's weird. We're back, apparently. If any of you guys remember off the top of your head or can look up JMM Review's video on the clock capacitor, let me know. But I'm pretty sure that's the issue. What we're looking at there is capacitor C1G7. I don't know if you're, let me get, let's see, make sure you can see that on the camera. I'm trying to get the angle in there so you can see the corrosion. Right where I'm pointing my light there. See that little spill? Hopefully you can see it. It's a good half an inch of spill. So we don't have, we have that could clean that up with. I've got some vinegar. I don't have any acetone. I've in the past I've just used like tiny bits of acetone. You know, you gotta be really careful with that because that's pretty corrosive stuff. Let's see. Yes, you seriously did, Calvin. You just walked in on me taking apart my Xbox. We had plans to do some Battlefield 2 world record streams and for speedrunning, and this capacitor said no. So I really am not sure what the play is here. Let me look around, see what I've got here at the Johnson house. I don't think we've got what we need. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. So, I mean, the only thing I can do is just put her back together again and try and power on, but I really don't see that happening, unfortunately. Heatsink looks fine. Power looks fine. Yeah, I just see that issue on the capacitor. Well, now that I've got the drive removed, I might be able to get the ROM drive out and see if there's anything else going on here. Can I get down in there? Have to be light. Oh man, it just barely gets in there. I don't know. I don't think that this is going to be the play. I still can't actually get the other one over there. That's not going to get in there. Well, the good news is we have a result. The bad news is it's not a result we wanted because it is a leaking capacitor onto the board, and that is not a good result. And currently do not have the chemicals on hand to remove said corrosion. And even if we did remove the corrosion, there's no guarantee that the damage done to the board is repairable after removing the corrosion. So, until further notice, Tween Swag is not running Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. That is disappointing. Our rules are pretty strict on no emulators. whole section out. Don't think so. We've got a result.
Yeah.
Want to come see?
Sure.
Mrs. Swag, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa.
See that corroded section on the board? That's from a leaking capacitor. Not the one that we know. It's a different one.
Whoa.
So, fixed with. I haven't done vinegar before. Do we have the vinegar?
What's the other thing you would need?
Acetone.
I have nail polish remover, which is acetone.
Yeah. I've never used that before. Anyone out there use nail polish remover on a motherboard before? Is that smart?
I think it's literally, and then just regular vinegar.
Yeah, I could try white vinegar and then Q-tip.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, and a mask. I need to get my mask. Never clean corrosion without a mask, everybody. Bad idea. Can I zoom this in? This is my first time doing mobile, so I have no idea. I'm gonna do something. Stand by. I'm gonna adjust my pegboard here so you guys can get a better view. Stand by for adjustment. Pegboards are beautiful things. White vinegar, right? Probably should look this up before rubbing vinegar all over my Xbox. It's all good. Totally fine. All right. Yes, okay, so I'm just reading these guys right now. Oh, come back, chat. I want to actually read you. Nail polish remover on a motherboard makes sense, at least according to my logic. Don't know how it works though. Okay. Yes, I don't know if it's the clock capacitor because it's not in the right place, unless I am remembering it wrong. And at least on the build that I saw previously, it wasn't there.
The mask is.
Perfect.
So-
That's the one I want.
This is acetone and then denatonium benzoate. And then we only have white wine vinegar.
Okay. All right.
But we got options.
Let's do this. Well, I'm going to use that.
Did you rough?
All right.
Okay, have fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, if this is my last stream, it's because this created some kind of problem. She's smiling. It's fine. We've got the mask on. All right. So we've got nail polish remover, and we've got this this dish. We're gonna do some surgery. All right. Say your prayers, Andros. Thanks, Mrs. Swag. You're gonna wait and watch this? All right, cool. Well, I mean, between flux capacitors in the movies, I wish by the process of doing what I'm doing, we would like go back in time. That would be nice. All right, we got some nail polish remover on Q-tip. We need our lights. Stay. Beautiful. All right. I don't even know if you guys are gonna be able to see what I'm doing. It is bringing up some of the corrosion.
That's good.
That's actually working pretty good. Want to stay away from the fumes, though. Oh, yeah, it's definitely bringing up some of it. Because those fumes are not good for you.
Open the garage for you then.
Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what? We've got a fan in here for this exact reason. Let's see. Power is somewhere. I'm going to run an extension cable. Stand by for airflow. Boy, if this works, I'm gonna be pumped. All right. There's a power up there.
There's towers. I thought that was one closer, but
Sorry, headphone users. Sorry again. Oh, come on. It's so close.
I'm almost certain there's one closer, but I
Yeah.
don't know where it is.
Where is that power outlet?
I don't actually know.
Run us to the garage.
You just run, give me, put it in the bathroom.
Perfect. All right. We're getting some airflow. Let's see. Here it is. Yes. Beautiful. All right. That's what we need.
Perfect.
Okay. So we're going to do a little bit more nail polish here. It's definitely oh, that was more than I thought. More nail polish, not nail polish remover. It's definitely working, albeit at a slow rate. There's some pretty hard corrosion on here. So I'm just going in some like circular motions here. Yes, it's not just like the white corrosion, it's like the oxidized orangey red. It's the stuff you don't want to see. Corrosion, it's like already chemically interacting with like the metal components. That's where you get those problems. As it's drying, not a lot of the actually like important orange corrosion's coming up. It's mostly just the white corrosion that's on the board. So it's not exactly the result that I want. Oh yeah, that capacitor is so loose. What do you say? Did we remove the capacitor? Did we just yank it? It's probably just gonna get worse. I mean, I can't imagine how leaving that in there would sustain the issue. Yeah, that corrosion has gone into the motherboard itself. You can see the texture. That is unfortunate. All right, so let's just try a little bit more here. We've poured enough nail polish remover for more, so we're gonna use more. Let's try and soak up some of this extra. All right, do we remove the capacitor altogether or do we not? That is the question. I don't know, Dalton, I typically don't have a lab coat in any regards. Oh, you know what I just found? Just found some evidence of corrosion right above where that would be. And so what has come out of that that capacitor has also spilled safely, albeit, onto the back end of the hard drive, the plastic area. So at some point, I must have had the Xbox on its side or upside down or something in the move. And that has spilled there. So that's definitely the issue. Part of me just wants to yank this capacitor. This Xbox pretty much is mostly done anyway. Let's just go for it. It's actually on time on that. Yeah, before I move this all together, I'm gonna try running it. I'm gonna go do a thing that is probably not advised, but I'm gonna cover it up and plug it in and see if I can get it to turn on in this state. I will be right back. All right. We've got the power cable. Also located the power strip. It's literally in front of me. Let's see what we can do. Nothing. Okay, I hear power going in there. It's trying to turn on. I hear it cycling. Yeah, so there's a system cycling near the power, and it's not just when I'm pressing the button. When I release it, it's still cycling for about another half a second. Yeah, I press the button and then it keeps cycling for about a half a second afterwards. Sure nothing got loose. Do not think that is the case. Go ahead and unplug it. Oh man. Well, folks, I guess that means we remove the capacitor, because I do not think that we can clear all of that erosion. It's just too deep. The corrosion has penetrated the board itself, the board material. So, and I don't think that removing that capacitor is going to help. It's not like it's going to like bypass whatever issue is associated with it. spill from there. Trying to see if it could possibly not be that capacitor. See if there's any corrosion from this point. It could be something other than the capacitor. If it was dripping from in here, should be a good reason to not pull that capacitor. This guy's a tricky one to disconnect. I hate disconnecting these guys. I'm just not gonna do it the hard way. Darn you and your different sized Allen wrenches. Oh, good grief. Oh, it's a star. Hex screws, star screws. Smaller. Brutal. There it is. Two more. Okay, so just gonna remove this to see if the source of corrosion could possibly have not come from that capacitor. I'm pretty sure it is, but sure spilled in the places that don't really make sense unless the Xbox was upside down. Don't recall ever packing it upside down. Yeah, it's not coming from in there. So it drips down. It really got in there. All right. Let's see if I've got anywhere else. I don't think it did. A little bit more on the backside. I don't think it's going to help much, but what the heck. Oh, that brings me back to when I was working in a steel shop. Breathing in acetone fumes with no mask on. That was fun. That didn't last long. start wearing masks pretty quickly over there. Cutting and shaving steel. That's loaded down with steel slick, stuff they cover to prevent it from rusting in the shipping. Use a bunch of stuff to get all that stuff off. And then acetone to finish the job. Grinding to clean the slag. Part of me misses those days. Okay. It's about as good as we can do there. Let's give it one more try. Well, I think that's a no-go, unfortunately. Well, folks, I think that's going to wrap it up here. Unfortunately, we have diagnosed the issue, but we're not going to be able to fix this one here. If it was a capacitor or something else that I'm not seeing that caused the corrosion, it's definitely significant enough to cause this issue. It's the power is cycling, but it's not kicking the whole system on. And that's kind of where what I'm able to diagnose ends. No Battlefield 2 Modern Combat streams, and indefinitely not, because I am down on Xbox, and that is unfortunate. So if anyone wants to see some Modern Combat streams, I will be opening up a buy tween a 15-year-old console fund. Oh my gosh, no, not 15, 20. Ew. That's crazy. All right. Well, that'll do it. Folks, thanks for watching this surgery. Unfortunately, we are not doing any Modern Combat today, so I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for marking the date and tuning in, and I will have to figure some other means out. So until then, I'll see you guys, and I'm going to have to figure out how to go offline. Oh, there we go. All right. Take care, y'all.